Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Ryan Jedrusik of Brighton Football. How's it going?
Going good. How about you?
Doing well. So got the big win last night. I think everybody needed I needed that win after last week. So how good did it feel getting a big win over a rival and continuing the streak?
I mean, it felt great after last week since I think we all know we should have had that game, but it just fell apart at the end. But this week, I mean, I'm new to the rivalry, but I think the team all put me in the right mind for it, and I think we all had a great game.
Yeah, I know you've played. I know you've played in your fair share of rivalries in your football career. But what was the taste of the first one? The first Brighton Hartland game, and then you obviously won't experience that until in a few weeks.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it was for sure chippy. Um, I mean, the team just had all the energy they needed, and I could see how much it meant to a lot of people.
yeah, really, just going into this game, I know you have, I know you had two touchdowns last night. Really, probably your best career game. To have that in a rivalry game, I know it's not been easy for you the last few years, but how good did it feel to get a good performance with your new team?
I mean, it felt great for me since I feel like this is kind of the moment I could prove myself and just kind of show off what I can do, and especially in a rivalry game. I feel like it meant a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah. I think over time, I think that, just as a receiving core, what has it been like just to work with each other, to work, getting used to everybody, you and Sebastian and and the rest of the core. What was that like? What's that like for you?
I mean, it definitely took us time to like build team chemistry, let alone like just quarterback player with everybody. But I think over the past couple weeks, we kind of figured out what works for us, and we kind of got our mojo going. And I think we're in a good spot now.
Yeah. How have you gotten more comfortable with this offense? And obviously working with Lawrence like yourself is brand new to this team. How have they gotten used to you?
I mean, it took time for sure, just grinding out in practices and in our extra time too, just going to the field and throwing around, just getting used to playing with each other. And I feel like as we started to figure out, or at me personally, as I figured out the new offense, everyone else kind of figured out how to work with me in it. And I think it fits in well now.
Yeah. What have you? Okay, so we're through 5 games in the season, and we are at I guess you can say, I don't know how you split half into nine or whatever, but we're kind of at the half. We are no, we are at the halfway point of the season. First off, I can't believe we're heading into week 6,
Yeah.
but overall, how do you feel like everybody's through the first 5 games, how do you just feel like, you yourself are doing, so far this year, just overall, being a good teammate, being all that other stuff?
Yeah. I think the first couple weeks were super important, like getting used to the team in game and just everyone getting used to each other. But I feel like last game was probably one of our best games as a team, and just all that energy together, we just kind of figured it all out.
Yeah. Coming into, this, I know you don't have a lot of road games this year, but the next 2 games for you guys are at home, with Canton this week and then Plymouth for homecoming. What are these next 2 weeks going to be like, and then of course, getting ready for the big game against Howell, week 8. But how do you feel like these next few weeks, really are going to go as you guys try to make the push for the postseason?
I mean, we just have to take one game at a time, focus on the team we're playing, and just see what impact we can make on the field. And then I'm sure as games progress, we'll only get better and better and just figure out like how we can be perfect every game.
Okay, in terms of like running routes and stuff like that, how many routes have you like memorized and all that stuff and trying to go out there and
I
it's
mean,
a lot, is it not, or as much as you want to give away?
I mean, there's definitely a lot to learn, especially with the new offense, but I feel like no matter where you are, concepts are going to be the same. So, I mean, once you kind of like learn what they are, it just takes more of that memory aspect.
Yeah. Um, do you have a favorite moment from last night? Like any particular play that you remember?
I mean, the first touchdown definitely stands out since I've, I mean, this is my third year starting on varsity. I haven't gotten a touchdown since my freshman year, so it was definitely a big moment for me.
Yeah. Nothing like getting in that end zone, is it?
No,
Um, and then just what do you want to feel like you want to accomplish the rest these next 4 weeks of the regular season?
me personally, I just want to keep having games where I can prove myself and just like making every play count, every block, every catch, just making the most of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ryan, thanks so much for the time. Congrats on the game last night, and best of luck this upcoming week against Canton.
Thank you.